So if you're new to sales or have started your business and doing okay, but you want to get even better, in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 key tips that you can use as a beginner in sales to help you become better, more comfortable, and feel like it's a much more natural thing to do. My name's James White, and I'm a small business sales expert. Let's have a look at the tips. Let's get you feeling great about selling and building the success you want for your business. Sales is best when it's a human-to-human conversation. When I'm talking to someone as if they're someone I'm intrigued and want to get to know and find out more about. And too many people put a pressure on the sales situation, which makes them do daft things. We want to avoid that. We want to just make sure we're having a really comfortable conversation with someone. So tip number 1 is this: just see it as being a chance to have a conversation with another human being and not necessarily a sales pitch or a sales meeting or even a sales conversation. Just see it as a natural chat, which if potentially can go further, it will. But if it doesn't matter, you've only lost maybe half hour of time. If you're new to sales or just starting out as a business owner, then the most important thing you can do is be interested in the other person you're speaking to. Of course, not everyone you're going to speak to is going to be right for you as a client. Maybe some people can't afford you or aren't suitable for your business. But for 15 minutes or half hour or even 5 minutes at a networking meeting, be interested in them. The best salespeople understand that sales isn't about them, it's about what's right for the other person. So the best way to get good at sales is to become interested in other people and what they have to say and do. So tip number 2 is this: just focus on getting to know and understand the other person. Try it, it works. When you're new to sales, the challenge is that you have all these pressures that go through your mind and you think about what to say and how to say it. But tip number 3, and it's a really easy tip to follow, is listen really carefully and watch what the actions and behaviours of the other person that you're having a conversation with are. When we listen and when we watch and we see the gestures and the actions that other people are taking, we can then know hopefully how to adjust to that. Listening's great because if we listen properly, we can really hear not only the words people are saying, but the way in which they express the words. The key thing in sales is we've got to watch closely and listen to what people are saying and what they're not saying. What reactions are we getting? Become an expert in understanding the nature and the way in which people look and what they say. So if you want to become great at sales, tune into what the other person's saying, what they're doing, what they're thinking, and what they're not saying and thinking as a result of their actions. And you're going to be in a great position to hopefully win good business over a period of time. So many business owners who are new to sales, who have got a drive, they see their numbers and think, I've got to bring money in, make this push. It's sort of like you can sense their desperation, their urgency to do things. It's like they fear the days are drawing in until a bank manager or someone's going to say something to them, and they worry about bringing business in, and it affects the way they act. And when you see that when they're in a sales conversation, it's so obvious. And you know what? It puts the other person off. If you were going on a date with someone, I say this time and time again, you wouldn't literally try and ask them to marry you on the date 1. You'd maybe get to know them and build a relationship before you do that. So my key point here is don't try and sell too soon. Yes, have a purpose of what you want to achieve from the conversation, but be prepared to have 1 or 2, or maybe even 2 or 3 calls with another person to build rapport, to get them to know you and like you and understand who you are before you try and then sell your service. Avoid it. It can kill your business opportunities and hurt you if you're not careful. I remember when I was starting out as in my career, and some of the executives that I remember looking up to at early stages, when they were in meetings, they'd ask really brilliant, astute questions that would generally not just be an answer that was a yes or no answer, that would prompt a discussion or prompt people to go, wow, that's really made me think. And in sales, we've got to become brilliant at asking questions. Those questions ideally are about understanding how the other person is feeling and thinking. And our job is to get inside their heads and their brain to find out what's going on in their world. And we only do that when we ask great questions. If you can become an expert in asking questions and not just ticking the next one off your list, I've done it, but then probing and going deeper into the answers that other person gives you, you're going to stand a far greater chance of becoming successful in sales. You'll get to the pain points and the issues and the goals and the aspirations that your potential client really thinks. And when you do that, you open up so many opportunities. So get brilliant at asking questions. I've got a great resource that I'll put in the section below of 52 questions that you can ask your prospects or the people you're talking with. But when you become great at asking questions, amazing things happen. There's a great report by Google that outlined that you need 7 hours of content, over 11 different interactions across 4 different media before someone is feeling comfortable to buy from you. And there's another great statistic that shows 80% of sales are done on the 5th to the 12th interaction. So the reality is, if you have a conversation with someone and then give up too soon, you're maybe missing out on opportunities that you could be winning. Most people give up too soon. They maybe try once or twice and then think that they don't want to be seen as pushy, and so therefore they don't carry on the conversation. Whereas actually, if you've listened to someone and they are really interested and you're a good fit for what you do, then actually continue to follow up, continue to share value, continue to give them things that will make them think you're useful and helpful. And it's going to hopefully get them to think that they like you and want to hopefully do business with you. The reality is, you can't give up too soon. Yeah, sure, we've got to make sure we're not giving away too much. But on the other hand, we want to give before we expect to get. And we've also got to try and persevere in many cases before we're going to get someone to work with us. Have they had that exposure of time across multiple elements before they feel comfortable with us and who we are? Don't give up too quickly. If you do, you're going to miss out on opportunities and you're going to lose business you should have and could have won. So in summary, don't see sales as selling, but being a human connection. Be interested in other people first. Listen and watch closely. Don't try and sell too soon. Ask brilliant questions at the right time. And the final point is, don't give up too quickly. If you focus on building and learning these skills, you're going to be fast-tracked from becoming a beginner to a real expert at sales. And I know it's going to help you win more business. I hope this video has given you some insights and tips on what you can do to become better at selling. Put these tips in place and let me know in the comment section below how they've worked for you. And if they haven't, let me know what's wrong, what's happening, what's going on in your sales world that's stopping you from winning the business you want. My name's James White. I'm a small business sales expert, a man that's passionate about helping brilliant service businesses get incredible sales results. Can I support you and help you get great results? I hope I can. Please subscribe, like the video. Let's get you my videos every Saturday so that we can help you win great business and take your company to another level. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.